So this question says, which of the following is equivalent to a plus b over 2 to the second power? And then we have all these answer choices. I believe the best way to solve this question is by using the strategy plug in your own number. But I'll also do it the mathematical way as well so you can see it. So let's start off with the math way. So if I have a plus b over 2 squared, then what I really have here is a plus b over 2 times a plus b over 2. And then I would use FOIL to expand this. So F from FOIL is for first. I multiply the two first things and get a squared. O is for outer. I multiply the two outer things and get a b over 2. And then I is for inner. I multiply the two inner things, and I also get a b over 2. And then L is for last, in which I multiply the two last terms, and I would have b over 2 times c over 2, which is b squared over 4. And then just continuing to simplify, I have like terms here in the middle. So ab over 2 plus ab over 2 would be 2ab over 2, which is the same as just ab. So bringing the rest of this down, I'd have a squared plus ab plus b squared over 4. And therefore, my correct answer would be choice D. So that's the math way. Wasn't actually too difficult at all. Didn't take all that much time, but that's how you would do it mathematically. So let me erase this now and show you how you could use plug in your own number, which is a great strategy to consider anytime you see variables in the answer choices as well as variables in the question. So I'm going to say A equals 2, and I'm going to say B equals, I'm going to make B equal 4, right, just to make the fraction here simple. So if A is 2 and B is 4, that means my A plus B over 2 squared becomes 2 plus 4 over 2 squared, which of course becomes 2 plus 2 squared, and of course 4 squared, which is equal to 16. So I know that I'm looking for an answer here that equals 16 when A equals 2 and B equals 4. So now I go to my answer choices, and I just plug those same numbers in for my answer choices here. So for choice A, if A were 2 and B were 4, this would become 2 squared plus 4 squared over 2, which is 4 plus 16 over 2. 16 over 2 is 8, so this becomes 4 plus 8, which is 12, right? Equals 12, which is not 16. So that's why choice A is gone. For choice B, this would become 2 squared plus 4 squared over 4, which is 4 plus 16 over 4, which is 4 plus 4, which is 8, right? So again, not 16, so that's why choice B is gone. Choice C would become 2 squared plus 2 times 4 over 2 plus 4 squared over 2. And this would become 4 plus 8 over 2 plus 16 over 2, which is 4 plus 4 plus 8, which is equal to 16 actually. So that means this one does work. And this is the danger, not necessarily danger, but you can get multiple answers correct when you do it this way. So that does work. And then for choice D, we'd have 2 squared plus 2 times 4 plus 4 squared over 4, which is 4 plus 8 plus 16 over 4, which becomes 4 plus 8 is 12. 16 over 4 is 4, so equals 16, right? So both of these would work. So the question is, well, what do you do when multiple answers are correct when you use plug in your own number? First of all, anytime you're using plug in your own number, you do have to try every single answer choice. That's the first thing. The second thing, if something like what we have seen happen here happens and you get multiple answers that do match the number that you had originally, you just have to choose another number. And you want to preferably choose numbers that are not like your original numbers. So for instance, there's no parameters around what A and B have to be. Like there's nothing here that says they have to be positive or negative or fractions. So I chose two relatively small positive numbers before. So now I'm going to say, well, what happens if A is, I don't know, let's make it -3. And what happens if B, again, I want that to be a multiple of 2 to make this nice for myself. But what happens if it's -8, right? So let's see what would happen. This becomes -3 plus -8/2 squared. So I'd have -3. -8/2 is -4, so it becomes -3 minus 4 squared, which is -7 squared, which is 49. So there's my new number. A and B are still gone. I don't have to retry those. It's C and D that worked with the previous set of values. So now I'm going to try those again with my new numbers. So here, A being -3, so I'd have -3 squared plus -3 times -8 all over 2 plus -8 squared over 2, which is -3 squared is +9, -3 times -8 is +24, divided by 2 is +12, -8 squared is 64, divided by 2 is 32, and I'd have 32 plus 12 is 44, plus 9 is 53, so I'd have 53 here, which of course is not equal to 49, so C would be crossed out. And then we just try choice D. So again, A squared, I'd have -3 squared plus A times B, -3 times -8, and plus B squared, so -8 squared over 4, which is going to be 9 plus 24. -8 squared is 64, divided by 4 is 16, so 9 plus 24 plus 16, and 24 plus 16 is 40, plus 9 is 49, so that works. So that gets us a choice D. So either way it's going to take a little bit of time to try all these answers with plugging in your own number. So it seems that the math, like the straight math way here, was much faster. So it's good to know how to do that. But this idea of plugging in numbers when you do not know how to do the math is very powerful, right? If you had no idea how to solve this mathematically, and you can just plug some random numbers in and try them all out and get to a point where you get an answer, that's a very powerful strategy. So either way, choice D is the correct answer here.